Okay, I'm going to go over the specimens in the fruit lab that we used on Thursday and Friday, the 20th and 21st, to complete the fruit lab. And so you will write down the name of the item of the fruit under fruit name, and under classification, you're going to decide if it's fleshy, which is juicy, or if it's dry. And then if it's dry, does it split open, which is dry dehiscent, or does it not split open, which is dry indehiscent? So kind of like if you don't see a split and see the seeds inside, it's dry indehiscent. If you see the seeds because it's split open, then that would be dry dehiscent. Otherwise, the juicy part makes it fleshy. Okay, so the number one is tomato. It appears to be quite juicy with many seeds. Number two is maple. The hint here is that it has a papery wing. Number three is cherry. Cherry looks like it has a pit on the inside. It is pretty juicy. Number four is lemon. It too is juicy and has many seeds. Okay, moving to the second table is a Catalpa. Actually, this is Catalpa. This is actually a bean pod because sometimes the Catalpas just fall apart. But I'm wanting to know how many seams does it have. Number six is an acorn, and it's got a very bony shell. I realize that some of these are squished. Excuse me. But it's not a seam. This would just be what it looks like. It would have to be cracked open, or here's something that's bored on the inside of it to get in it. Okay. Number seven is a yucca. And with that too, we want to see how many seams does it have. So there's one. Okay. And then last on this table is a cucumber. It appears to be juicy and have many seeds. At the last table, we have an apple. Apples have that papery core, pretty tough. You don't really want to eat that papery core. And they appear to be juicy. Milkweeds, dry. And you're looking at just that seam. You can see all the seeds coming out. So how many seams does milkweed have? Number 11 is corn. You can make cereal out of those kernels. The fruit and the seed are fused together, so it's very difficult to get them apart. So typically when you're eating corn, you're eating the fruit also instead of just the seed. And then number 12 is a pear. It too is pretty juicy, fleshy, and it has a papery core on the inside. And that should help you complete the fruit lab. For extra credit, sorry to walk around. For extra credit, I bought some strawberries. And strawberries actually have little achenes on the outside. Those seeds are actually fruits on the outside called achenes. But the whole thing, since it comes from one flower, but that flower has many pistils and makes all those little seeds on the outside, which are actually little fruits. This whole thing is called something different besides a simple fruit. So if it's not simple, you'll just write that category down, but you won't continue on with the classification after that. And then the last one, my little box of fruits here. I guess for the last one, I will... Oh, I see it. Sorry. All right, so the last one is this. This is okra, O-K-R-A. It's come from a single flower. And look, you can see the seeds. You can hear them on the inside of those seams. There you go. And so when we look at it, it appears to have, my finger on it to start with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 seams in okra. And that can be your other extra credit one. Okay, you'll use all 10 categories of fruit types. So you should have a drupe, a berry, a pome, etc. All of those. Not just the 3 that I've listed at the top of the page for examples, but you'll have others too. Okay, good luck with the fruit lab, and you may take a picture of it and turn it in when you're finished.